Hey everybody, I'm starting a new series called The Road to Deadpool and Wolverine, where every week I'll be going back and making custom minifigures from the X-Men films in chronological order of release all the way up to Deadpool and Wolverine. It was really fun to go back and rewatch the first X-Men movie. I hadn't seen it in years, and I don't think it's aged all that well, but it was fun to watch, very nostalgic, and of course, building minifigs from it is the best part in my world. So thanks for clicking on this video. Be sure to hit like and subscribe down below, and let's get into building the characters from the first X-Men movie using 100% official Lego parts and pieces. Alright, we'll start things off with Senator Kelly, and while he's probably the least interesting figure in this lineup, I do think he's essential because he's in quite a bit of the movie. So to build him, went ahead and used some black legs with the torso from Agent Coulson from Lego Marvel, but honestly you could use any torso as long as it's a suit and tie. The head comes from Harry Potter because I liked that determined, kind of scowling look, and he's got the pushed back blonde hair, which has come in a lot of places, but probably most famously on Palpatine or Sandman. So I'm going to go roughly in chronological order of how the characters appear on screen, but I am just going to show how to make one outfit for everybody, rather than every single outfit change they have, because there's a lot of characters here. I'm very happy with how my Rogue custom turned out, and for this I used the mid-sized legs, because she's not quite as tall as everybody, being how young she is. The flipped around torso is from Rocket Raccoon from Avengers Endgame. That way you get the red scarf on there, which works perfect, especially when you put the dark red gloves on, so those colors match, and the black short sleeves from Ethan Hunt from Lego Dimensions. Finally, we've got the head from Lex from Jurassic World, although it's come in some other places, and this hair comes from Harry Potter. I am blanking on the character's name right now, but yeah, I'm sure somebody in the comments will know. Alright, up next is Logan, and of course, you could always go ahead and use the classic Wolverine hair, but that hasn't come in a set in quite some time, and I don't know, I just think for the movies, it's a little too comical to use that hair, even though they did a pretty good job of that in the films. Anyways, the head comes from the 2012 version of Wolverine, although admittedly, I think you could use just about any Lego Wolverine head they've given us over the years. I gave him Bruce Wayne's hair. It's come in a lot of other places, but again, you could use that comic book style hair I just showed you. The torso is an old Wild West torso from Lego from the 90s or so, with brown arms, tan hands, Wolverine claws, and Owen Grady's legs from Jurassic World to make it look like he's got a belt on, and I like the way that makes the whole figure look together. Alright, here we've got Sabertooth, and I think this one turned out really great. Of course, you're going to need the head from Fenrir from Harry Potter to get the fur on the face. Doesn't get much better than that. Then I use the hair from Aquaman with the torso from Owen Grady with black hands and black jeans. Now, Cyclops was interesting to build because, of course, in the movie, he doesn't have the blue mask on. You could actually see most of his face other than his visor, but we don't really have a great option in Lego, and so I still think that the original Cyclops is the best to use here. The reason why is I find that the blue that we do see on the head is mostly covered up by the hair, but also it kind of helps out bringing the blue accents from these 2012 Black Widow legs. Then, of course, when we tie that with this flipped around Star Wars First Order torso, I really think that it just kind of tricks your eye into seeing more blue than there really is, and of course, I really like the way that this looks, given the pieces available at the time of recording right now. So I'm very happy with the way that the Storm minifigure turned out. I used the hair and head from the original Storm from back in 2014 or so, with one of the thin capes from the Mandalorian battle pack, just because I like the way that it hugs the figure a little tighter, and I think it looks a little more like what we see in the movie. Then, of course, the torso and legs come from the Age of Ultron Black Widow, but not the original one, actually the 2023 or 2024, since we're getting it again this year, Black Widow minifig, so that's what I recommend here. Up next, we've got Professor X, and this is a figure that you could go a lot of different directions for. I kind of like the gray suit here, but you could use a black suit, whatever you have in your collection. That's the thing I like about Professor X. He's just generic enough that you could use a lot of different pieces to accomplish the same goal. Anyways, for this, I used this torso that came on Harry Osborn from back in 2004 Spider-Man 2 sets, but of course, you could use any torso that you have in your collection. The head comes from Old Man Han Solo. I put matching gray legs, and of course, the most important part is the wheelchair, which Lego has made a Lego wheelchair. I don't actually know if it's in any sets as of right now, but it was in several sets over the years, and even possibly right now. I just don't know. All right, up next we have Jean Grey, and if you haven't noticed, most of the X-Men in this movie have like these really dark black leather suits. I don't know, I don't think they've aged particularly well, and it doesn't make for a super colorful showcase when it comes to Lego, which is ironic considering how colorful Lego is, but I digress. What I used here is the head, the head from April O'Neil from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie-based sets. The hair comes from Mia from Lego Friends. A lot of people don't know you can use mini doll hair pieces on minifigs. Kind of a cool little hack for making customs. Then the torso comes from 2012 Black Widow, and the legs come from 2015 or 2016 Black Widow. Very slight distinction, but I think it works really well and helps pull out some of the blue color, kind of like we were talking about with Cyclops earlier. Here we've got Magneto, and of course you could always go back and use the original Magneto head or the Gandalf head, because they were the same head, same actor, but I went ahead and used the hair and head combo from Doctor Who here. I just really like it for the look of this movie. I'll probably use Gandalf in my future showcases, but I've used that head for Magneto in the past, so at least this shows you a little something different in case you don't have that. Of course, I used a black cape here and a flipped around torso from one of the First Order officers from Star Wars The Force Awakens, and I really like the way this looks for his look in this movie. Alright, rounding the bases for home, we've got Toad. Kind of crazy that Toad was played by Ray Park, the guy that played Darth Maul. How nuts is that? Anyways, for Toad, I used the hands, head, and hair from Beast Boy from the LEGO DC line of sets, with the torso from a foot soldier from TMNT, and I used these legs from one of the Star Wars Imperial officers just to add a little extra detail. You guys know I am all about that, so that's what I used here. And finally, we've got Mystique, a very difficult figure to make in LEGO form, but one that I attempted nonetheless. What I used here is this old red hair. Came on LEGO City and Town sets back in the 90s. Don't really know specifically from where, I just had it in my collection for ages at this point. The head comes from Ayla Secura, then the torso comes from Hydro Man from Spider-Man Far From Home, then I had to hunt down and find Dark Azure legs, arms, and hands to finish the look all together, and I had to scout those together from several different figures in my collection, but if you hunt hard enough and you have enough minifigs, you might just be able to do it. So let's go ahead and round out this video and call it a day for this one. Alright guys, well, stay tuned as we hit the road getting on our way to Deadpool and Wolverine. Next week, of course, will be X2, and I know you won't want to miss it, so be sure to hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video.